What's up, coaches? Welcome to Three-Phase Football. I'm Coach Ron. Today we're going to talk about the boot. All right, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you like and subscribe. Let's go. All right, here we go. The boot off the rocket toss. Characteristics of the play. It's a play action pass off the rocket toss. And we're going to sell that rocket into the boundary here in this diagram. Get that defense flowing, and it's a naked boot. Okay, the quarterback doesn't have protection on the edge, so it's important that everybody does their job, which includes faking. We've got a lot of guys faking the rocket here on this play to get the defense flowing. It's going to get that edge open for that quarterback. It's great play from the hash. Here I got it drawn off on the left-hand side, the left hash, and it's going to leave 2/3 of the field, a lot of green grass for the quarterback to work this progression, okay, work this concept. It's a vertical and horizontal stretch on the defense. It's a triangle read, and we'll talk more about that here on the next slide. But a quarterback does have a run-pass option on this play. Here's the rules. Okay, first of all, our offensive line is going to use what we call an elephants on parade technique. They're going to influence the defense and haul boogie to the sideline. In this case, we're faking rocket toss to the left, so we want the offensive line to step left and pretend like they're stealing second base, haul butt to the sideline. They don't have to block a soul. As far as our slots, let's talk about our slots and their job. Okay, obviously, the backside slot is going to run rocket motion. Okay, in this case, the Z is going to run rocket motion, and I like to have my guys clap or jump like the ball was tossed to them to try to get the defense, flowing, get their eyes. We want them to commit an eye violation in the backfield. Okay, the play side slot here, or the H, in terms of the rocket, is going to arc the perimeter just like he would on rocket toss, and then sneak up the numbers on a wheel route. Okay. As far as the route concepts, here we go. The play side receiver, in this case the Y-man, he's going to run a corner at 10 yards. Okay, take it to the first pylon on a 45-degree angle. If we're down there in the red zone, he'll take it to the back pylon. The fullback's going to shoot the flat. Some people might call it an arrow route. And then the backside receiver is going to run what they call a deep cross. Under Sam, over Mike. So you're basically avoiding the reroute. You want to climb to about 12 yards and snap it off and get across. Okay? It's not a perfect science with this deep cross. As long as he gets over the top of those linebackers and then starts working across horizontally, that's what we're looking for. Avoid the reroute. Under Sam, over Mike, get across. Okay? The quarterback, he's going to fake the rocket toss, take 2 steps towards it before he starts to boot. We want his boot to be. We want the quarterback to be concerned about getting depth on his boot. Get to about 8 yards. That's our desired goal before you start working downhill. Okay. As far as the progression goes, we're working the concept deep to short, inside out. Okay. So basically, I got them numbered: the corner, deep cross, to the shoot. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We're working the concept to the field. It's a triangle read. Taking the big deep shot first. If it's not there, we're going to work inside out. Okay. A vertical stretch on the defense is going to be the corner read here. It's a high-low read. If the corner stays in the flat, we're going to get the ball to the deep man. Okay. If the corner starts to bail and leaves the flat open, then that's when we'll shoot the ball to the fullback. Okay. As far as the flat defender goes, we'll read him inside out. Okay, from deep cross to the shoot. And of course, if all these routes are covered, quarterback has permission to just run it. If he sees open green grass, go take it. He can't go broke taking a profit. All right, here we have our young guys, our JV team. And got a right-handed quarterback, and the ball's on the right hash. But we're going to run the boot to the field, so a boot left, and we're faking rocket to the right. This is the 2/3 rule. This is a lot of green grass over here for the quarterback to work, and for this corner route to have a lot of room to run to the football. Watch the offensive line. They're going to do the elephants on parade technique. They're not going to block a soul. They're going to run straight to the sideline, haul butt. And I also want you to pay attention to this defensive end to the field and the linebacker to the field. They're all going to get sucked in on the fake make an eye violation, and then the quarterback's going to get the depth that he needs to be able to get the throw off. This is going to be a big play for these young guys. Watch it one more time. Big first down. All right, I got my young JV boys again here. I wanted to show you. Hey, listen, if you can do it with these young guys, you definitely can do it on the varsity level and college level. That's for sure. I wanted to show you, we got the ball in the left hash. We got the 2/3 rule is in effect here. We got a lot of green grass here for both, all the receivers and the quarterback to work the triangle read over here to the field. And I want you to watch the offensive line. They'll do the elephants on parade. I want you to watch the defensive lineman, the DN, and this outside backer overhang. I want you to see them kind of bite on the rocket fake, do some eye violations, and watch this kid, this backside receiver here. Boy, he's running around like his hair is on fire. You'll like this deep cross. He gets across and makes a big play here for these guys. Quarterback boots. Boom. Plenty of grass to work. Big first down. All right, guys, here's my varsity team, older guys, running the boot off a rocket. Got a right-handed quarterback, and the ball's on the left hash. So we got the 2/3 rule going on again. Plenty of green grass out here for the quarterback to work, and for the corner route here by this receiver to get separation and run away from the DBs. Now this is a 5-3 defense, 50 front. So our big concern is this overhang running right up the field and smacking the quarterback on this naked. So depth is super important. He's got to be able to get depth off of his rocket fake. I want you to watch the fullback. He's going to get through the outside armpit of the overhang, and that's going to help to act as a little bit of protection for the quarterback as he's got his head turned from the overhang. Now it's going to act as like a little chip before the fullback actually releases out into the flat. My offensive line, you'll notice they don't do elephants on parade. This shows growth as a coach. I didn't learn that actually back when I ran this right away. We just zoned away originally, and then I learned to get more of a flow to do the elephants on parade. I would have liked this deep crosser to come across a little faster, the under Sam over Mike. I need him to run like his hair is on fire, and he's just kind of jogging. But still, you'll see this corner route is open big time. This is a big time play for us. Unfortunately, we dropped the ball, you'll see, but this is a great example of the boot off a rocket. Here we go. And we dropped it. Good goodness. We'll run it one more time for you guys. Good fake. Well, I'm going to run it one more time. I want you to watch this. Slot here that's going to fake. You'll notice he jumps up with his hands. You know, really trying to get those defenders to make an eye violation. And all right, we got a college football team here running the rocket boot to the field. We got the 2/3 rule, right? Plenty of green grass here, a lot of space to run this concept. We're going to fake rocket into the boundary. Okay, so we'll have this slot into the boundary arc, like he's blocking for the rocket. We'll send this back early, and he'll make sure he claps his hands, calling for the football to commit some eye violations and flow from the defense. As far as the route goes, we got a corner to the back pylon of the end zone since we're in the red zone. Fullback shooting the flat, and a backside deep cross. The quarterback's going to fake it, and you'll see him boot. All right, now on the defensive side, a couple things. Notice you got a too high look, and the corners look like they are eyes inside playing zone. Now, it's a 3-4 defense like I mentioned, so this overhang here is a concern. He could be right up the field and smacking the quarterback in his face. So it's important that this fullback is through the outside armpit of the overhang to add a little bit of protection to the quarterback as he boots and his eyes are on the play side. He's got his eyes away from the defense while he's faking the rocket. Now, this corner here, what's going to happen is these safeties are going to rotate. Probably somebody in the press box told the offensive coordinator, hey, the safeties are rolling with the motion, and that's going to leave this corner backside here in a conflict where he's got to make a decision is if he's going to cover the corner route or the shoot route in the flat. Now, I guess they could cover both. The corner could take the corner and the corner route, and the fullback could be covered by the overhang. But now you got a situation where the quarterback would just run it because this is a run-pass option. So we'll hit play here in just a second. Last thing I'll say is about the offensive line. They're going to do zoning away rather than elephants on parade. So versus 3-4 defense, it's important that this 4-4-I, this slant and B gap, is handled and accounted for by this tackle. We just lock it. If we're going to zone it, we just lock it. If zoning elephants on parade is great down here as well. It's going to create more flow, in my opinion. But this is another scheme you could use with your offensive line. I'm going to go ahead and hit play. This is a big touchdown you'll see by this team. All right, one thing I want you to notice about the progression and then in the read. So the quarterback, as he boots, gets his eyes around. He's working deep to short, inside out. We want to try to get the big explosive play. Of course, we're in the red zone, so getting the ball beyond the line of scrimmage is positive. But we want to, always read it deep to short, inside out. So notice that the corner route, the receiver kind of notices that he's in a zone, so he just kind of settles up. That deep cross is working across the field under Sam over Mike, and then that fullback does a good job shooting the flat. Quarterback does a good job getting the ball out in time. He gets his depth, appropriate depth. So the overhang, has to really work to get to the quarterback, so he has time to get the throw off. Anyway, just a great solid play on a hash down in the red zone. That's all I got for you coaches today. Thanks for watching. Please make sure to subscribe to our channel and click the bell so that you're notified about future videos. Coaches, if you would, please also go by and check out our website. It's provided for you down in the description below.